So this is just a quick update to say the allegations against me from the video that you're watching right now were dismissed. There was no plea. I attended court twice. Didn't have to put in a plea. There was no issues. Just had issues with the CPS reviewing this footage right here that you're seeing now. They didn't watch it until nearly 3 weeks later. But anyway, this is the lady. No, sorry, that's another person who makes false accusations. This is the lady that made the accusations against me. We're going to read through the witness statements now. But check out my charge sheet, which is here. If anyone wants to read the charge sheet, you'll have to pause it and read through. There's nothing really on there of any interest. But this is what we're going to look at right now, is her witness statement. This is Emily Newbold's witness statement. It says, I am the above person and I reside at an address known to the police. At approximately 20 hours on Friday the 17th of June 2022, I was working in my capacity as a safety steward at the Principality Stadium. At this time I was standing on the lower footprint / perimeter of the junction of Wood Street near the footbridge. Due to the Manchester bombings incident, we do not allow any persons to re-enter or enter the stadium. At the time of my attention was drawn to a male who was filming the outskirts of the stadium and the staff. The male appeared to be paying particular attention to the CCTV cameras and was zooming in on staff, which I wasn't. He was turning the camera to face towards the stadium and particularly towards staff. I felt his behaviour was suspicious and a cause for concern, and I approached him and I politely requested that he stop filming and not to film me. Yeah, that was very polite. He responded by saying I have no rights and he can do what he wanted, as he was in a public area. I advised him that this was not the case, and where he was filming, due to the private event, is not considered public land. I repeatedly advised him to leave the boundary. He then stated to me, if you've got an issue, then call the police. He repeatedly stated this, and I advised that I didn't need to, and again asked him politely, if that's what it's meant to say, but firmly, to leave. I did advise him, that doesn't even make sense. I did advise him that if he remained, I would call for backup, including police. He replied in a taunting manner, go on then. At this stage, he placed his camera directly in my face. I felt he was doing this in an attempt to agitate me, and was saying, don't touch me, even though I had not touched him at all. I repeatedly asked him not to film me. At this stage, the camera was approximately 40 centimeters away from my face, in my personal space. He said to me that if I didn't want to be filmed, I should have stayed in the location I was in. I must have repeated myself at least half a dozen times. I have placed my hand up in front of the camera to prevent him filming me. My hand was directly in front of me with a flat palm facing towards him. At this stage he has taken a step towards me, making contact with my hand with his camera. This is totally untrue. As you can see, I've underlined many of her lies in yellow. As the camera has made contact with my hand, I have pushed it away to the side, and he has stated, oh, don't touch me, don't touch me. At no stage did I make contact with him. At this point he began remonstrating. I don't even know what that's meant to say. Remonstrating with the people walking past, stating I had touched I had touched despite the fact that I hadn't. I stated to him that you need to go, and made a motion with my right hand indicating for him to leave. At this stage he has grabbed me by my right wrist quite tightly, twisting the skin with his left hand. I know it was his left hand because he had the camera in his right. Because he was holding on my hand, I have pulled away, freeing my hand. I pulled away as he was not releasing his grip. He was shouting at my colleague, stating he wanted my SA badge number. Again, another spelling mistake. I felt like he was an attempt to bait myself and my colleagues. I again asked him to leave the perimeter, and at this stage he grabbed my right wrist again. There was no second contact from me at all. This is total lies now at this point. And did the same twisting motion. I would describe this as a Chinese burn. As my wrists are small and his hands were larger, it made quite an impact. Oh, bless her. I felt the same pain again as he was gripping and twisting. I then exclaimed out, "Don't touch me." I felt it was quite ironic that he was stating that I had touched him when he was the one who had grabbed me twice. See, twice. There was no double contact. I pushed her once, and that was to keep distance between her and myself. That was it. Purely in self-defense after she had hand-palmed my camera. I again had to pull my hand away to release my grip. There's a part 2 here. He then called me a word that I hadn't heard before, and it made the woman behind me react, and she stated something along the lines, "You can't say that, you need to calm down." Due to his behaviour, 2 of my colleagues have come over and intervened. They advised me to move away as he was continually trying to gain a reaction out of me. I moved away and my colleagues remained with the male, and my supervisor advised me to move away from the situation. When he was finally removed from the property, he walked a short distance towards the bridge and then turned and returned towards us. At this stage he made his way back in front of the other marshals and could see he had begun filming again. He was aiming his camera directly towards me and waving with his left hand as though trying to provoke or upset me. Again, I wasn't trying to provoke or upset her, I was just giving her a wave. I would describe the male as mixed race. Like, got to keep in mind on this day as well, I wasn't wearing a face covering, so you can clearly see I'm not mixed race. Late 30s, 40s, slim build, 6 foot tall. He had dark hair but was wearing a cap. He is the same male that when the police arrived I saw them detain him. At no stage did I give him permission to touch me or assault me in any way. I wish to make a complaint to the police in relation to an assault. I am happy to assist the police. That was her statement. You can clearly see from the footage. I've even got body cam footage which you guys haven't seen, but I can upload if need be. You can clearly see her hand extend out towards me and physically shove my camera, which at that point you see my left hand pushing her hand away. That's the only contact that was made. This is a picture of her on her Facebook. I don't know why, I just thought I'd put it up because it's funny. All this is public information. You can see this on her profile and Twitter's below. I'll put links to them in the description. This is also her who also says you can't take photos at private events. There she is at Glastonbury taking photos of private events. This is the witness statement. I'm not going to read this, but you guys can check through this and read it yourself. You can pause it. Again, it's just full of lies. The witness is actually the guy directly behind. It's about 10-15 meters away. He never approached me once, so he didn't see anything. There's another photo of her on her Facebook. But yeah, I'll put links to all of these in the description. There's a tweet saying she stands with Amber Heard, which is why I thought I'd chuck Amber Heard at the beginning just for a little joke, because she clearly supports telling lies, and women can do no harm to men, obviously. But yeah, you're more than welcome to head over to her Twitter, Facebook. I'm not condoning that in any way, but you're more than welcome to. The links are there, they're public. These are the police statements. Again, I'm not going to read these. You can just pause and read through them yourself. Again, the officer here didn't acknowledge what I said after I said I'd pushed her. He left that out of his statement. He obviously didn't think that was necessary. I think this is another police statement, I believe. or it might be the same one, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's the same one. It's another statement. Yeah, it's the same one again. Why is the same one just coming up? That's her statement. We've got pictures of her arms here, of the damage that I allegedly caused. Again, you can't see any marks there. But yeah, this is why this case was thrown out, because none of those statements match up. There's no damage. My body cam footage clearly shows what happened. Even my regular body cam footage regular footage from my handheld camera shows everything of what happened. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's it. The court's been dismissed. It's been thrown out. There was no plea. I didn't have to put in a plea or anything. That was it. I attended court twice. There's nothing much else to say, really. So yeah, thanks for watching.